Now on 18 Eyewitness News.
A hunting accident leaves one man dead in Reynolds County. Also, this year's Help the Hungry bake sale surpasses last year's total. Plus, MoDOT plans to make Highway 32 a smoother drive in 2013. All of these stories are coming up.
Sunshine makes a return for the rest of the week. I'll let you know coming up in your Storm Tracker weather forecast.
Coverage you can count on. This is 18 Eyewitness News.
Hello, everybody. Thanks for joining us. I'm Fred Dawkins, and here are the top stories that we're working on for you at this hour. A deer hunter is dead following an accidental shooting in Reynolds County. Sheriff Tom Vollner tells 18 Eyewitness News that a group of hunters went out in the Lesterville area Sunday morning at around 7:30. The hunters spread out on their own as they moved out. According to the sheriff, the 50-year-old hunter was shot and killed by another in his group from about 50 to 75 yards away. The 50-year-old man was not wearing any orange clothing. Vollner says the shooting is not considered suspicious and was accidental. The hunter's name was not released. Well, now here's Dustin Kopp. Dustin, how does it look for Thanksgiving?
Good evening, Fred. Good evening, everybody. Looking at current conditions throughout southeast Missouri, we're currently seeing temperatures in the mid to lower 50s. 51 right now in Festus, St. Genevieve at 52, 53 in Fredericktown, Piedmont, Poplar Bluff, and Cape Girardeau at 54, and Van Buren right now at 53. Mostly cloudy evening. This evening, 53 degrees at 7 p.m., 51 by 9, and by midnight, we have a temperature around 49. More details on your forecast for the Thanksgiving forecast, plus the weekend forecast. All those details coming up later in weather.
The success of the Help the Hungry bake sale continues to grow. 18 Eyewitness News caught up with organizer Chris Landrum at Saturday's 7th annual event, and she told us her group's goal was to create a community event.
We wanted churches, businesses, schools, social groups, community members to all come together, and it is an opportunity for everybody to come together and work for this united cause.
Proceeds from the bake sale are divided between the Farmington Ministerial Alliance and the St. Vincent de Paul food pantries. Chris says each year their donations have increased.
The first year we made $10,000, and last year, so that was 6 years time span. Last year we made $39,000. So it's grown every year. So we're hoping for big things this year too.
As of Sunday evening, Chris reports this year's bake sale has raised just over $39,800, with donations still coming in. As road construction winds down for the year, the Missouri Department of Transportation already has a full plate for 2013. Resident engineer Jason Williams says one of the major projects will be an asphalt overlay on Highway 32. Williams says the project will start in Farmington and go all the way to Interstate 55.
It was about 10 years ago they widened the highway, they added shoulders, and so fortunately, that work is already done, and this project is primarily just a resurfacing project. We will be adding a turn lane, a left turn lane at Route O. People that travel 32 are probably familiar with that intersection there.
Williams says they'll also take steps to improve traffic flow near Farmington.
And we will be extending a center turn lane on 32 from about Route 00 there at the signals on the south side of Farmington out to about the city limits going east.
Williams says the extended center lane will also improve safety by moving drivers wanting to make left turns out of the way of through traffic. Well, as we reported last week, newly elected 3rd District State Senator Gary Romine is stepping down from the Mineral Area College Board of Trustees. MAC President Dr. Stephen Kurtz tells 18 Eyewitness News trustees directed the administration to advertise for Romine's replacement.
They also approved a motion for the administration to advertise and receive applications. It'll be a simple process, a letter and a resume for a 2-week period. And then once the 2-week period closes, the Board of Trustees will hold a special meeting and possibly select a person to fill the remainder of Mr. Romine's term.
Dr. Kurtz says potential board members must live within the college's taxing district.
They need to be a member residing in the taxing district for at least the last year. Mr. Romine's position, his seat currently is the at-large, so any person who resides in the taxing district can apply.
Further eligibility requirements will be outlined in MAC's advertisement. And when we come back on 18 Eyewitness News, our town tomorrow takes another step toward preparing Whistle Stop Junction as an Amtrak stop. That story coming up only on 18 Eyewitness News.
For 15 years, Heartland Furniture and Appliance has been the leader in price for Restonic bedding. Whirlpool built Crosley appliances, Frigidaire appliances, sofa sets, recliners, accent furniture, and White's metal detectors. Same-day delivery with no waiting. We are fast becoming this area's leader in the home furnishing and appliance business. Need a little cash? Payday loans are available in each store. We'd love to have you come see us at one of our 3 locations on both sides of Main Street in Piedmont, Business 60 in Dexter, and next to Current River Ford in Donovan. Heartland Furniture and Appliance, 223-3200.
Let it wash you this morning. Oh, the blood of Jesus shed for me. What a sacrifice that saved my life. With the blood, it is my victory.
You're watching 18 Eyewitness News with Fred Dawkins and Chief Weathercaster Dustin Kopp. 18 Eyewitness News continues.
Our town tomorrow continues to prepare Whistle Stop Junction in the Arcadia Valley to become an Amtrak stop. Most recently, the Iron County Tom Sauk Fund Board of Directors awarded the group a $5,500 grant. Now, back in September, Our Town Tomorrow President Carol Kelsheimer told 18 Eyewitness News they were fundraising to cover design costs.
I've applied for several grants to help with the funding of the construction should, we be able to have the stop. Right now, we have a firm, an engineering firm that's drawing up design plans, and we are fundraising to pay for the design plans.
With the grant, the group has now raised the $13,000 needed for the design phase to construct a new passenger platform at the junction. Carol says they've been waiting more than a year to get the final approval.
Last year, Amtrak approved it after they did research, and then they forwarded everything on to Union Pacific. So we've gone a full year. During that time, we've just worked at seeing what we could do to make it a reality.
Carol says Union Pacific has the ultimate say regarding the Amtrak stop because they own the tracks and the land under the train station. A Bollinger County man will serve 5 years probation after pleading guilty to unlawful use of a weapon and 2 counts of property damage. 20-year-old Jacob Cook acknowledged in court last week that he drew a loaded shotgun on the host of an October 20th get-together and drunkenly steamed and slammed his way into some of the party cars. All of the felonies that could have landed him in prison for up to 12 years did not. Instead, Judge Scott Thompson placed Cook on probation, going along with an agreement between prosecutors and his defense attorney. An Advance woman is expected to be arraigned this week on a charge of elder abuse. Patricia Ann Page was arrested after she allegedly assaulted her 87-year-old landlord when he served her an eviction notice. Now, according to court papers, Dwayne Wiggins says Page started hitting him in the face. Wiggins told investigators he hit her back, and as he turned to leave, Page pushed him off the porch and he fell down the steps, causing injuries that sent him to the hospital. In an interview with investigators, Page says Wiggins started hitting her in the face when she didn't read the eviction papers. She went on to say she didn't touch him when he fell down the steps. One of the familiar sounds of the Christmas season in Reynolds County is the ringing bells around the Salvation Army's red kettles. Sister Rita Schonhoff says you'll see the kettles in their familiar locations all around Ellington.
And then we have another traveling set of 4 kettles and bells that go around to the different communities and schools in the area, over to Lesterville and Bunker and Centerville.
Sister Rita says the community is very supportive of the campaign, with their totals growing each year.
We also send out one mailing at the beginning of the season. So some of the Salvation Army funds come in through that mailing. But the majority of the funds come in through the red kettles. And, you know, it's $1 here, 50 cents there, you know, but it all adds up.
Sister Rita says 85% of the money donated to the red kettles stays in Reynolds County. Last year, Christmas funds helped out 265 emergencies.
Mild air is continuing in southeast Missouri. I'll let you know coming up next in your Storm Tracker weather forecast.
When someone comes in a mental areas emergency department, our focus is giving them the best treatment in the quickest manner possible. We track every single patient, sending the doctors information before they even walk in the room. We have dedicated X-ray and CT equipment in our emergency department. We don't have to waste any time running all over the hospital. We know that minutes count in an emergency, and you can count on ER Plus at Mineral Area Regional Medical Center.
Now, here's your Storm Tracker 18 weather forecast with Chief Weathercaster Dustin Kopp.
And welcome back. Looking at weather headlines throughout southeast Missouri, we've got several of them to tell you about. Possible shower this evening, otherwise cloudy sky. A weak cold front pushes in tomorrow, but it doesn't do much in the way of cooling off temperatures, nor does it bring in any more cloud cover. We're actually going to start seeing some sun tomorrow, and mild air continues as well. It looks like there is a chance of some showers Thanksgiving night. Right now here in southeast Missouri, temperatures are in the mid to lower 50s. Not too bad out there. 51 right now in Festus, Potosi 52, as well as in St. Genevieve, Ironton and Piedmont 54, 53 in Van Buren, and 54 right now in Poplar Bluff. Currently here in southeast Missouri at the station, we have a temperature of 54 degrees under a cloudy sky. Feels like 54 with current dew point 39, 55% humidity, and that wind coming out of the south right now at 6 miles per hour. Going through the day on your Tuesday, as I said, that weak cold front going to be pushing into Missouri. Not going to do much in the way of changing our weather. We're actually going to start seeing an increase in warmth in the temperatures just for a couple more days, and then we're also going to see plenty of sunshine. So for tonight, a mostly cloudy sky, low around 45 degrees, 40 up in Festus, 43 in St. Genevieve, Ironton and Piedmont 44, 41 in Van Buren, 45 in Poplar Bluff. Then for tomorrow, we'll see a mostly to partly sunny sky. We will see temperature around 65 degrees. Not a bad day at all for November weather. 63 in Potosi, 66 in Ironton, 66 in Piedmont, Van Buren 67, as well as in Poplar Bluff and Cape Girardeau. The next several days are looking like this here in southeast Missouri. On your Wednesday, plenty of sunshine, 65 degrees. Thursday, not bad at all. Partly sunny sky, 66 degrees. Though on Thursday, we will see an increase in clouds throughout the afternoon with some showers possible Thursday night into Friday morning, but clearing out Friday with a partly to mostly sunny sky, 55 degrees. Then much cooler on your Saturday, mostly sunny, high of 50, 58, and sunny on Sunday. And then on Monday, we're back to the cloud cover, high of 53 degrees. Now look at our weekend forecast here in southeast Missouri. Mostly sunny sky on your Saturday, 50 degrees for your daytime high, low of 36. Then a little bit warmer on Sunday, high of 58 and mostly sunny. That is the check of your Storm Tracker weather forecast. More details located at KDKZ18.com. Just click on the weather tab. Fred, back to you.
Coming up in today's 2-minute tour of Missouri, what falling off of the fiscal cliff means to Missouri. More detail emerges about the Bolivar man who planned to shoot up a Walmart. And those expired gift cards may still have value. Welcome back, everyone. Today's 2-minute tour of Missouri starts in Jefferson City, where Missouri's state budget would lose millions in federal dollars if the nation falls over the fiscal cliff. If it does, Missouri would lose federal grants equal to about 7.2% of the state revenue, more than $500 million. The so-called fiscal cliff is a series of expiring tax measures coupled with deep budget cuts that will take effect unless Congress reaches a compromise before the end of the year. A 20-year-old Bolivar man who confessed last week to plotting to shoot up a twilight showing at a Walmart store was detained in 2009 after threatening a store clerk. Blake Larsman was charged but was committed for 96 hours for a mental examination. Losmeyer, whose own mother turned him in on Thursday, faces charges of first-degree assault, making a terroristic threat, and armed criminal action. The prosecutor is filing a motion for a mental exam in this case. Well, Caruthersville police are continuing their investigation into a home invasion. Residents said a man wearing a ski mask broke in Thursday night, pointing a gun and demanding money. However, one person struck the suspect's arm while another hit him with a chair. The suspect then bent over, firing shots. The victims believe he may have shot himself in the stomach in the process. Officers canvassed the area but contacted hospitals and no one could find the suspect. A Kansas City toddler is recovering after a sneezing attack apparently caused a crash that killed his mother. The Missouri State Highway Patrol says 30-year-old Laura McClendon was killed after the driver of a minivan began sneezing violently. The minivan crossed the center line, striking McClendon's car head-on. Her 1-year-old son is being treated at a local children's hospital. With Black Friday coming up, State Treasurer Clint Zelfeld is reminding Missourians to keep their expired gift cards and their certificates because in Missouri they never really expire and they just might be in the unclaimed property department. If you believe your expired gift card may have become unclaimed property, you should first check with the business that issued the card to see if it's redeemable. If the business won't honor the card or certificate, you should check showmemoney.com to see if your name is listed. And that's your 2-minute tour of Missouri for today. Coming up in today's Your Life segment on 18 Eyewitness News, the surprising effect on your family when they help someone else in today's Focus on the Family.
I'm Stacy Johnson. Thanksgiving is supposed to be a time to give thanks, not empty your bank account. A cornucopia of ways to save. Just ahead on Money Talks News.
Your health is brought to you by Parkland Health Mart Pharmacy. Parkland Health Mart Pharmacy of Deloge. We're caring for you and about you is our business. From taking time to explain your medication, offering a caring touch, to a full line of medical equipment, supplies, and diabetic shoes. We'll help you understand your options and assist you with Medicare drug plan enrollment with a comfortable waiting area, convenient drive-through or free delivery. Caring for our neighbors is our business. Your locally owned Parkland Health Mart Pharmacy just off of Highway 67 at the Deloge exit.
Enjoying the holidays can mean a lot more than shopping, parties, and special events. In today's Focus on the Family, Dr. Bill Myers shows us a family activity that can leave a lasting impression.
I grew up in a low-income family, and so I know what it is to need.
Lee Ware volunteers at Care and Share, a food bank that helps families with a need that only grows greater at holiday time.
We've had families that come back and say, if you didn't give me this food, I don't know what I would do.
Lee donates her time as a way to help, while the generosity of others provides the rest.
During the holidays, we get about 3/4 of our food drive food that we distribute throughout the year.
Helping others during the holidays can be a rewarding family activity. Giving time, finances, or food together can have a powerful and unexpected impact. Danny Huerta has seen how feeding others can leave families feeling fulfilled.
It transformed those families where they wanted to do it every year. Even the kids were saying, hey, you know what, let's skip gifts this year and let's just get some stuff for this family.
Serving the needy can model valuable traits for kids like selflessness and empathy. Plus, what they observe can be a real eye-opener.
Once they're in that moment, in that situation, boy, they absorb it. And you see them go, Mom, Dad, we do have a lot, don't we?
We've had a 7-year-old who, for her birthday party, instead of asking for gifts, she asked for canned food. And I was thinking, man, I wish I was that cool when I was 7 years old.
A simple gift like cans of food can help a charity and may even change your family. Plus, it provides something we all need throughout the year, hope, and a message that somebody cares.
It meant a whole lot to my family to have an organization to provide food and clothing. I just think that that is the biggest thing that you can do is give to someone, especially at the holidays.
For Focus on the Family, I'm Dr. Bill Meyer.
For more valuable information on life's issues, relationships, and family, visit our website at kdkz18.com and click on the Focus on the Family link. Nothing's more American than a traditional Thanksgiving dinner, but preparing that feast doesn't have to starve your budget either. Money reporter Stacy Johnson has 5 easy digestible tips to keep the cost down.
For many people, this is where Thanksgiving starts, an expensive trip to the grocery store. But there are simple ideas you can use to keep your costs down, your savings up, and still have a meal to remember. Tip number 1, don't go overboard with meat. Choose ham or turkey, but there's really no reason to have both. Tip 2, if you choose turkey, pick a bird on the low end of the recommended range unless you really like leftovers. In other words, the experts will tell you that you want 1.5 pounds to 2 pounds of turkey per person. But if you do 2 pounds, you're probably going to have leftovers. Also important, the more side dishes you have, the less turkey you're probably going to need. Also, frozen turkey can sometimes save over fresh. Just make sure you've got the 3 to 5 days it takes to thaw it out. Tip 3, choose cheaper dishes and desserts. Mashed potatoes cost less than casserole dishes. Fresh always costs less than things that are frozen. And pumpkin pies are cheaper than cheesecakes to make or to buy. Tip 4, beverages. If you're serving wine, boxed is half the price, and once you pour it into a nice decanter, who's going to know? And remember, the least expensive beverages are the kind where you add your own water, coffee, tea, Kool-Aid. The most expensive are those you don't. Soda, fruit juice. And tip number 5, before you go shopping, go up to customer service, see if they match advertised prices from other stores. If they do, you can do all your shopping in one place and not miss out on super deals elsewhere. Final idea? Use coupon search engines. We've got one waiting for you right here at moneytalksnews.com. Just go there and do a search for coupons. For Money Talks News, I'm Stacy Johnson.
And as Stacy said, he's got more information and links at his website. To get there, just go to our website, kdkz18.com. Click on the Money Talks link under the Lifestyles menu.
And coming up in sports, the oldest high school basketball tournament in Missouri State history is underway. The Cardinals are going to have a new look for Saturday home games next year, and Mizzou loses a heartbreaker and perhaps a chance at a bowl game. It's all coming up here in sports.
Tips to make you money delivered daily. The totally free Money Talks newsletter. Sign up now and get my money makeover video, a $50 value, as my gift. MoneyTalksNews.com.
Attention, Accutane warning. If you have Crohn's disease, ulcerative colitis, or inflammatory bowel disease, it may have been caused by the acne drug Accutane. Accutane victims have recently been awarded millions of dollars. Do not delay. There are time deadlines to file a claim.
Call the Rely On Group now to be connected with an experienced attorney. There is absolutely no risk on your part. You don't owe us a penny unless we are successful.
Call the Rely On Group at 800-698-3105.
If you have diabetes and you're on Medicare, call now to get the new talking meter. These new meters are more accurate, they're easier to use, and the best news is you don't have to prick your fingers anymore. Arriva makes it simple. They bill Medicare directly. There are no upfront costs, and they deliver your supplies right to your door for free.
For more information, call 1. This is Sports Zone, only on 18 Eyewitness News.
The first round of the 86th annual Arcadia Valley Thanksgiving Basketball Tournament is underway. The final game of the night will feature second-seeded Park Hill Central taking on the 7th-seeded Ellington Whippets. Rebels coach Mike Harlow says fans can expect an up-tempo game from his team.
We like to run. We're going to press. We're going to up-tempo the game.
try to make it a 94-foot game. So we're going to try and do it if we can. We just like to, that's more an exciting game for the kids. They like to run, they like to press, and the fans like that as well.
Coverage of the AV basketball tournament can be found on the radio dial at Froggy 96, 104.9 Kickin' Country, Froggy96online.com, or you can watch this year's tournament and crystal clear sparkling resolution at KDKZ18.com. Well, the Cardinals are going to have a new look for Saturday home games next year. With a nod to the franchise's storied history, the Cardinals unveiled a new alternate home jersey during the news conference at Busch Stadium. The alternate jersey replaces the Cardinal script across the front with St. Louis, marking the first time since 1932 that the city's name will be sewn into the Cardinals uniform. Mizzou's chances of a postseason bowl game took a hard hit on Saturday when Ryan Nassib threw a 17-yard touchdown pass to a wide-open Alec Lemon with 20 seconds to go, capping a 21-point fourth quarter at Syracuse, spoiling the Tigers' home finale with a 31-27 victory. Mizzou needs a win at number 9 Texas A&M this Saturday to become bowl eligible for the 8th straight season. And that's Today in Sports. Fred and Dustin, it's back to you.
Thanks a lot, Aaron. Let's take a quick check at that forecast for the rest of this evening. Mostly cloudy skies around 7 p.m., 53 degrees, 51 by 9.